Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19, Sandy Bay, episode number 6. It is the 7th of late summer, aka time for the fall, quote-unquote, fall harvest. So, 7 o'clock in the morning, we've taken care of our chores regarding the pigs, with one exception. Manure's adding up quick. We actually already picked it up this morning, but that's mostly new manure. But you can see that the straw is a bit low. You can also see that our numbers are growing quite rapidly. We have 64 pigs now, so 44 new little piglets have joined us over the last half a season or so. We are out of straw, but that is going to be easily fixed as we are beginning our harvest, our very first harvest. We are going to go ahead and take the time, take the effort, and replant. Hopefully the weather will be good enough that we don't lose the crop, but we will certainly set ourselves up for that possibility that we can get a second harvest in within the year. But that first harvest is underway. And Dad, what's your percentage now?
53.
53. Okay. I also see that you opted to go the direction that's a bit opposite to the way the what is this? Yeah, the pipe direction the pipe goes out. But not a problem. I guess when you get full, you can either stop and turn around or just pull away and all.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you get to one of these tight corners and pull a 180, that will work also and get you on the run. So that means today we are going to obviously be harvesting, and you're not leaving a swath. We need a swath. We want the straw. Or is that because it's canola?
There it is.
I don't know which field we're on. This is the wheat or barley, right? No, it's just spreading it out.
Oh, I hit the...
Which crop are you on here?
Canola.
It's because it's the canola. It's not a cereal. It'll be on the other field that we'll get our straw from.
Yeah, it's spreading. It's spreading even though you hit the period. It's supposed to.
There's the plane that I just saw the shadow of. Beautiful morning here. Sandy Bay. Turning around?
Yeah.
Nice looking combine. Though we're not going to have it for terribly long. We will be trying to upgrade. I said terribly long. We are going to try to upgrade to something that does corn as well. Some of the other John Deeres will have that capability. I also like that the pipe length is actually pretty decent. There's a little bit of a gap from the header to where I'm at, which is a little more room than we often have. Yes, this 2266 John Deere combine is a modded combine. Empty yet?
Yeah, you're just getting more than that.
Okay. I will hold up then for now. So that is 33%. I think this might also be a good opportunity to double up a little bit. Pull over here to the grass, and you need to let me know when you get to about 75%. Put the cover on, and we'll hop in the other tractor and begin the next round of cultivation. Alright, which one do we have here? The plow is that bigger one with the green framework.
You shouldn't need the plow.
Yeah, just looking at the two, it takes a moment to pick out which one is which. For the sake of the lag that was involved, we did turn off manual attach, so we are back to the normal base game model on that.
Should we be able to seed and cultivate at the same time?
This is not a combo, so it's just cultivator. But it's a good sized cultivator, so it'll do the job pretty quickly. Nice. Like the hydraulic work on that, where it does one side and then the other. It's a good sized cultivator to start the game with. Definitely runs a wider path than standard in-game cultivators do. And to be able to use on a medium tractor this size is nice as well. Downhill anyways, we're having an easy time pulling this. We'll see how it is here in a moment when we decide to go uphill with it. While this field 14 is not perfectly square, it does have a nice shape to it to maneuver around easily. Smooth corners. Some fields are perfectly square, rectangular, but this is definitely shaped in that more convenient, smooth turning manner. But anyway, we've got a harvest to do. We're going to gather that up, and I'll see when we're ready to make some money and sell off some of the harvest, though a lot of it will be kept to feed the pigs. Both fields.
Boom, 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 boom. I'll shoot you right down. Boom, 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 boom. Ow, 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 ow. Boom, 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 boom. I'll shoot you right down. Boom, 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 boom. Ow, 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 ow.
Alright, so currently we have just the 64 pigs, but through reproduction we're going to have a lot more than that in a relatively short period of time. Now, the canola, well, that's about 11-12% of the overall food that is eaten by the pigs, as the corn and either the wheat or the barley are the main components of their diet. So the canola is much less, but already with just 64, and most of them being piglets, we're looking at 50,000 estimated food per year. That's going to increase. It's going to increase significantly. It might be double that by the end of this coming year. So maybe it's going to be 100,000. Let's say it does double. If it's 100,000, we need about 12% of that in canola to get through the next year without having to go purchase food. So, 12,000. That's what we need to hang on to. We got 20,000 out of that harvest. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up to the silo and we will put it all in, but we're going to take 8,000 of that. Actually, no, we're not going to take 8,000 of that. We're going to put it all in for now. Eventually, when the price is right, which I think will be early midwinter, most likely. In fact, go check for that one here. Suggest that, let's see, canola. Yes. Last day of fall. Last day of fall seems to be peak price. So we'll probably sell about 8,000 of this canola then. Make a note of that. And in the meantime, we will store the rest or all of this. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this canola away. And we head back to the field. This time with swath working. So we will be able to get our straw that we need, which we need right away as soon as we start having those bales ready to go. And let's see. Yeah, we'll go around the outside here. Did not exactly leave myself a lot of room to get through with this tractor. There we go. And way up at the far end. Dad, what's your current capacity?
85%.
Okay, that means I need to get there. This is not as steep, and we're empty, so I should be able to get up the hill pretty quick. Make my way around to you, get you emptied out. Almost there. Also see that you're about to round a corner, but it's a soft corner, so we should be able to...
All downhill, so I'm speeding.
Oh!
See how fast it ends up going?
Yeah, you're not on. You're full. You're full.
That's what's on.
Yeah,
I'm
we just...
watching the speed.
We're watching the speed, and meanwhile the crop is getting destroyed underneath you. I couldn't even catch up to you.
Well, I couldn't stop.
Downhill, full speed.
S, holding. It's going faster and faster.
Instead of SSS, maybe you should have tried SOS.
That's what?
SOS.
Oh.
As in help.
Yeah. Nothing you could have done for me.
No. You're bigger than I am. You're gonna go right through that fence if you don't stop.
Almost. Down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay. 8,000 is the capacity there on the combine. We're at 38% already, so we'll definitely... I mean, you didn't even get around twice. We will definitely get full. Let's go ahead and park this up. But we are not going to start cultivating yet. We need to get this cultivator out of the way. We definitely need it though.
Well,
So.
a combination of things. I was watching you trying to come up on it, and then I'm watching the speed, and the speed started going faster, and I'm looking at you. There's too many things going on at once.
Yeah. Well, I was full speed and downhill. I was wondering why I couldn't get that last 6 inches I needed to catch up to you. And then I spotted the crop destruction and realized what was going on, and looked at the header, and the header was up, and I was like, oh, I know what's going on.
Well, I thought it was speed up just because of this downhill corner. It does speed up here.
Well, it usually does when there's lag. When we take care of that lag, it's not supposed to speed up.
Oh, well.
It's
So,
the engine's supposed to be rev limiter to keep it at the appropriate working pace. Alright, are we open? No.
see, I'm doing 12 coming down this area instead of 6. I'm doubling the...
Alright, so this first bale is going to be hay, as we are already at about 70%. But from that point on, it should convert over to straw bales, and it does. Good. Just got to be wary of that first bale, because I'm guessing there's not going to be a substantial color difference. As previously noted, our straw in the pig pen is getting quite low, so we need to make sure we get this first bale or two over there quite quickly. I do like how this corner of this field has been reworked from FS17. It was kind of awkward the way it was set up in FS17. I mean, it was still very similar to how this is now for FS19 Sandy Bay, but that corner of that field, I don't know, it felt awkward to me in FS17. It feels a lot more natural here. Little elevation changes that are there. The power difference between the R and the M, because they're both I'm off target a little bit here. They're both the same class, but the M is definitely the lower model. I remember trying to pull this baler with the M and not really going anywhere. At least not with any sort of pace. But this R is definitely got some more horsepower. And actually, I think we do have one engine upgrade on the R, while the M is still the base. There was room for more than one engine upgrade. Okay, there's our hay bale. Looks like our plane's flying overhead again. You should be filling up a little faster on this one. How you doing, Dad?
78%.
That's my cue. Alright, there you at. That way. And in the words of one Robin Williams, aka Mrs. Doubtfire, help us out the way, dear! Sorry.
We're always catching me here on this downhill portion. Catching it. They're doing 12 miles an hour.
Right. Well, as soon as you round this corner, I'll square up with you.
And I never think.
You do your thing and let me worry about lining up with you. Let me know when you're empty.
42. This is where it really starts to be good. Hero.
Okay.
By the time I get down here to this corner, I'm doing 13. And then I drop to 6.
Well, that trailer's going to fill up long before you're full, so I don't know. Let me know when you get to about 45-50%.
Okay.
That'll be enough to top the trailer off. And that's going to do it for this episode. Harvest is done. What did we end up with in the trailer there, Dad?
92%.
What's the quantity?
19,334.
So we got 40,000. So we got 40,000 out of the harvest. It's not bad considering the fertilization was low. There was some weeds. It wasn't terrible on weeds, but it definitely wasn't good. So with those factors taken into consideration, 40,000 is definitely not bad. And it should get us through the next year. But it definitely means we're going to be hanging on to that harvest. Like I said, the canola will be able to sell off about 8,000 of that. So we'll get some money. But then, depending on where our numbers are on the pigs, we should be able to keep all of the late fall harvest. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button. We'll see you next time. Have a good one and be safe out there. Bye for now.